Hey, welcome back everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. So in this video, I want to talk about something that, it needs to be addressed. And yes, I've heard others complaining about this. I've seen videos of others complaining about this. Me personally, I don't think this is a big deal, but I also understand why it's here to begin with. So what exactly are people talking about? Well, people are talking about the foveated rendering. And what is the foveated rendering? Foveated rendering, basically, what it does the same basic principle method as frame generation, right? It's duplicating the frame rates to make it look smoother, but the the downside is that the image quality starts decreasing, right? All right, so you're sacrificing a little bit of image quality for a better, stable performance. For example, uh, like if you can see me moving my head right now, right? This is very smooth. And you're probably wondering, well, how could they achieve that on a old console that's 5 years old, PS5? How could they achieve that? With such a this is such an undertaking. This game, well, it's not even a game; it's a simulator. This simulator, even on a PC with a VR, it's a huge undertaking. You need some powerful specs to be rendering this in VR. How do I know that? Well, I believe me, I have a PC. I've been using a bunch of different VR headsets. Even with 3090 Ti, I was struggling with 24 gigabytes of GDDR6X RAM. So I know what I'm talking about. So I understand all of these complaints, and these complaints that you guys are bringing about this, they are, I mean, are they legit complaints? See, that's where I'm having a difficult time. Are they really legit complaints? Because let's talk about this, shall we? I mean, if it's a legit complaint, well then how do you then justify the PC version where you are required at least a 5080 minimum to 5090? Both of these GPUs, 5080, 5090, 5080, 5090 are like super expensive, right? So you're going to compare an experience with a PC, high-end PC with a 5080 and 5090, and then compare it to a PlayStation 5, a console, a down-powered console from a GPU and CPU that was created 5 years ago. That's 5 years old now. A 5 years old hardware on a down-powered console. And now you're going to review the PlayStation VR2 version and say that the PlayStation VR2 version, it's not good, right? There's YouTubers out there saying that this is not good, that this is a horrible experience, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think their arguments are legitimate, because you have to understand what Asobo has to deal with. Asobo is trying to bring this very complex, complicated experience to a console that's very down powered, a console that it's 5 years old, and you expect everything to look super great. You expect everything to look super amazing. Listen, the fact that you're even playing this on a console, it's a miracle. So, no. These arguments, I'm sorry, they're not legitimate arguments. Okay? Now, if you have an argument where the game is crashing, constantly crashing, or the game is freezing, constantly freezing, okay, that's a legitimate argument. You can't play it. The game is crashing. The game is freezing. All right, so that's a legitimate argument. But if you're gonna, complain about, oh well, I constantly have to adjust my headset to to be able to see a little bit clearly because it gets a little bit blurry. And that's your argument? Dude, like, come on, man. First of all, it's not that bad. I have used PlayStation VR 2 with Gran Turismo 7 and many other games. I have been playing this. How many videos have I done on this? So many videos. I just disagree. I know some of you don't like this foveated rendering, and maybe there will be a way to clear it up on the PS5 Pro version. Maybe. We'll see what the Sobo can do with the PS5 Pro version. Maybe they can figure out the way to clear it up a little bit. Maybe raise the resolution a little bit and keep the performance steady. We'll see. But again, I just want you guys to be reasonable about this, you know. And I don't really think those arguments are legitimate because, dude, do you know what kind of undertaking this is, bro? Just to bring this on a console, bro. And you bringing this on a console that's at the end of its cycle. Next year, PS6 is coming out. Next year, Project Helix, Xbox Helix, it's coming out. So next year, you already have next-gen consoles, PS6 and Xbox Helix. And you were telling me that you're going to make some sort of an argument, and because there's YouTubers out there trying to make this quote-unquote legitimate argument that, you know, this experience on a PSVR 2 is really not that good. I can't see anything. That's a bunch of nonsense. You can see. I can see. It's not like, oh, I can see nothing, all right? You know, people are making it out to be as if it's, like, unplayable. That's not true. Yes, sure, in the distance, it's hard to see because it gets a little bit blurry. But the reason in the distance it's blurry is because of foveated rendering. All right, and that's the trade-off that you have to give up because you want to keep this performance. I would rather have the foveated rendering than to, you know, have a draw distance be very clear, but then I'm like at like 10 to 20 frames, you know, like So, no, I don't agree with these arguments. And, you know, there's YouTubers out there making these arguments, but, you know, I just disagree. Look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone has a right to their opinion. But I also have a right to disagree with your opinion. Why? Because I don't believe it's a legitimate argument. I'm sorry, you know, I just don't see it as a legitimate because this is a console. I mean, you comparing a high-end PC, but even a high-end PC, what is high-end PC doing? Using frame generation and deep learning super sampling, dude. Even your 5080 and your 5090, what is it doing? It's not playing it natively. So even your super expensive GPU, it's not playing it natively. It is a deep learning super sampling. They're using a deep learning super sampling and frame generation. So no, I don't agree with this argument. But that's the elephant in the room, you know. Like, I was debating if I was going to, like, make this video to address this elephant in the room. And honestly, people are really making a big deal out of this, but it's really not that much of a big deal. It's just people are, you know, spoiled and they don't appreciate anything. But you know what? This is not coming from... I just want to say this before I end this video. The criticism of this foveated view, it's not coming from a PlayStation fans. PlayStation fans appreciate the fact that they even have this. Alright, look at the Xbox guys. They don't even have this. And they got Xbox Series X and they invested so much money. and they don't have this. Maybe, you know, Ashish Sharma will bring it in the future. We'll see. But to even have this on a console, all of us PlayStation fans are very happy, and we appreciate the fact that we even have this. But who's making this argument? Who are these individuals making these YouTube videos saying this is garbage? PC Master Race. You know, they got these super expensive $2,000 VR headsets. These hideous, ridiculous, hideous, large, giant $2,000 VR headsets. And they're like, 5K, 8K, 12K resolution. And then they've got, 5090s running on SLI. They got the best CPU on the planet. You know, whichever one is it? Is it the i9 or that new AMD Ryzen 9? Right, and they got 64 gigs of RAM. They got the best of the best, right? And even them, with all of this best of the best $6,000 PCs and $2,000 VR headsets, they still have to use dynamic scaling resolution. They still have to use frame generation. But no, they want to come here. They want to complain about this, dude. This is a miracle, and it also shows you how powerful the PS5 is. That we can still enjoy this even on a old system from 2020. We can still enjoy this. We can still have this experience. Okay, so no, foveated rendering doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. Look at that beautiful sunrise in Los Angeles. This is Pacific Ocean. There's a bunch of islands around the LA, as you all know. For those of you who live in California, Southern California, you know. So, guys, you know, not only were they able to bring you a good, smooth experience, but at the same time they were able to bring you HDR, field of view, 3D audio. Dude, I couldn't be more happier with what Asobo has achieved here. You know, come on, man. And look at this. Look how beautiful this is, man. I just think that these... Okay, I think I know for a fact. I'll end the video by saying this. Guys, people who are making these videos complaining about the foveated view, it's coming from the PC Master Race guys. And what's so ironic, it's always these PC Master Race guys. Always. Whether it's a Nintendo, oh, our PC handheld's better. It's always these PC Master Race guys, man. It's always them. Always. It's always those guys, man. Because they think that they're superior. And what's funny, they think that they're so superior, yet they still have to use a deep learning super sampling. They spend $6,000 on their PCs, $2,000 on their super expensive VR headsets, so that they spend $8,000 to $9,000 to $10,000. Dude, you guys spent $10,000 on your PC gear and your PC equipment, and you still have to use dynamic scaling resolution. You still have to use frame generation. But you guys gonna come and complain to me and to others about foveated view. Man. So I just want you to know that all of these complaints, people saying, oh, this is, not a great experience. PC has a better experience. It's coming from PC Master Race. It's not coming from PlayStation fans. Because we as PlayStation fans, we appreciate this. Are you kidding me? We all appreciate the fact that we even have this. Are you kidding me? So just remember, if you see these videos on YouTube where there's some guy, complaining about, well, this foveated view is really not that good. I have a problem with this, blah, blah, blah. Remember, it's coming from PC Master Race. They're just jealous of the fact that we, on a 5 years old console, can still enjoyed something like this, and they have to spend $6,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 on their PC guru bourgeois PC, equipment and PC super expensive VR headsets, while we get to enjoy this for a very affordable price on the budget. Listen, it's just you know what it is? It's a jealousy. They're just jealous, like, oh my God, I spent all this money on my PC, and look at these guys, they get to enjoy this. Maybe you shouldn't spend all that money on a PC. I don't know what to tell you. And before we go, all these guys on the PC, all the money that you spend, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, you still are dependent on deep learning, super sampling, and frame generation. Nobody's playing natively. I don't see nobody playing this in a native 4K 60 FPS with all the bells and whistles. Nobody's playing this natively. So spare me the BS of me running it natively. You're not running nothing natively, okay? You ain't running nothing natively. Everything is dynamic scaling resolution. Everything is a frame generation. Alright, so guys, just ignore those complaints. This is a great experience. Let me tell you, I'm just happy that we even have this, that this is even available to us, man. It's a miracle that we even have this. So I'm more than happy. I think Asobo did a great job. And remember, this is still in beta. This is still in beta. They're still going to try to figure out how to squeeze the power from the PS5 and PS5 Pro to give us the best possible experience. They're still working on it. It's still in beta. Okay, it's not like this is a final product. It's still in beta. And once, the final version is out, by the end of this year, I think with all the latest updates, I think this is going to be the best experience on the budget that you can have if you love flight simulator, if you love flight simulations. Okay, and guess what the parents will be buying for their kids? They're not going to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on the PCs. They're going to buy this. They're going to buy a PS5 and the PSVR 2, which is more affordable for Christmas. And this is what they're going to be buying them for Christmas. They're not going to be buying them $6,000 PC with a $2,000 VR headset. No, they will be buying them this, something that's affordable for Christmas. Okay, so that's my rant. That's my rant about all these guys, complaining about foveated view. It's just ridiculous. And again, just so you know, it's coming from PC Master Race. From PC Master Race, guys. It's not coming from PlayStation fans. Okay? These are all PC Master Race individuals, PC Master Race guys. Because when you look at their YouTube channels, you see nothing but PC, PC, PC. So these complaints are coming from PC Master Race. I mean, these guys, man, I'm telling you, man, they don't want anyone to enjoy anything. When I was making a video about me enjoying Cyberpunk on Nintendo Switch 2, or me enjoying Resident Evil Requiem on Nintendo Switch 2, all of these PC Master Race guys, they came right after me. And now that we're enjoying this, again, it's the PC Master Race guys. Oh, this is not a great experience. Oh, blah, blah, blah. PC Master Race, man. I'm telling you, man. These guys, man, there's something else. There's something else. But anyway, they are the ones complaining. It's not us. We appreciate this. We appreciate the fact that we even have this. Okay? It's the PC Master Race guys that are jealous that we have this for a cheaper price. And that's what this is about. They don't like the fact that we have this. Alright, guys. Well, there's the video. I had to address this elephant in the room, I was really debating if I should make this video, but I felt like I had to address this elephant in the room. And remember, This is not a big deal. This foveated rendering, it's not a big deal. Trust me. It's not a big deal. You might have to, lean forward to look at something or adjust your focus a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Okay, don't listen to all the, naysayers out there, which are PC Master Race. Just remember, this propaganda, it's coming from PC Master Race, telling you, yeah, you shouldn't experience this on a console. You need to only experience this on a super high-end PC, as if the money grows on the trees, And the most ironic part about these PC Master Race guys, they spend all of this money on these bourgeois, super expensive PCs, and they still have to use frame generation and deep learning super sampling. None of them are playing natively, which I find it very ironic. Anyway, so that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please go pick this up, go play this, and remember, this is still in beta. It's still in beta. They're still working on it. It's only going to get better and better and better. And once they figure out how to utilize the power of PS5 Pro and use the PSSSR, technology, which is also a dynamic scaling, AI rendering scaling, resolution scaling technology, we'll see even more improvements, of course, by the end of this year, probably beginning of next year, 2027. So go pick this up, enjoy it. This is a great experience, trust me. And all of us are happy and glad that we even have this experience on a console, because this is a huge undertaking, and I think Asoba's doing a fantastic job, considering with limited hardware that they have to deal with. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.